Right.
What were we talking about with the budget?
Last one we talked about was, IT stuff to do.
Oh, yeah. So Mike, you can continue on with your discussion. IT.
Oh, I was just wondering, how much do we spend now on IT?
Well,
Between the sheriff's office and us and.
we pay $2,800, roughly $2,800 a month to,
You and I have to figure out.
and then Kevin's like,
$50,000-$60,000, I think that's what we kind of have figured.
yeah, that makes sense. I don't think we can hire a person much more than that, plus benefits. Not for IT.
No. But you just think, you said Lyon County said you're paying $70,000 plus benefits, so you're looking at basically what, $100,000?
I would say.
More than that. Yeah.
I would say. I mean, Sarah had worked in the auditor's office, so, I mean, they upped her salary, but I don't know how much, but they just told me yesterday she's making, for this year, she's making $70,000. And she's salaried, so if she works any overtime, it's comp time.
What are your thoughts, Rochelle?
I guess when you think they're stopping first, it would be nice. I do agree, it would be nice. I'm not an IT guru, so some of the stuff that asked me, I gotta, but Travis from Premier has been wonderful. I mean, if you have any problems, concerns, he's here. He doesn't make me feel like an idiot when I try to call him, and he's trying to make sense when I'm trying to babble, but, you know, it makes sense in my head, but, it would be great, but then, you know, we got the, where we're gonna put him, you know. I don't know what to say. I think eventually we're gonna have to have somebody. But I think we do hire somebody, we're still gonna need Premier to help this person out when they're on vacation or sick, or, you know, things come up.
You want to show me that much backup?
You know, Sarah, you know, I mean, Sarah's not an IT, I mean, she didn't go to school for an IT person, she just loves it and she understands it. I'm on the other hand, do not. I did reach out to Travis and he hasn't got back to me yet about, you know, that, we talked about fishing ER, so we had to have 100 licenses and we only have 65. So I asked him if like the city or school could go on with us, and I haven't heard back from him yet on that, so. That would be an option. I mean, we don't need it, I don't know, but.
It's the school then for IT.
Tony Beaver, Jamie's husband, and then AC Vaughn that helps out too, right? I don't know who else they have. I don't know who the city has, but they have Premier, or I don't know who they have for IT.
I think I brought it up for sharing, but I'm after thinking about it, I don't think that's the way that, I think that gets stretched too thin. If we would share with somebody.
Yep.
I brought that up, but I don't think that was.
Cause Lyon County was questioning about sharing, you know, with us last year. Well, I asked Sarah that, she said, there's no way I can share with anybody. I'm stretched thin the way it is with, you know, the sheriff, courthouse, and the conservation. And it's the sheriff's office that probably gets through more than anything because they're 24/7.
It's probably cheaper for us into the status quo.
For right now.
Right now, until they go up, I guess.
Well, we'll have to revisit that when we get our next round of contracts.
Maybe that's something we should talk about every year. Until we pull the trigger.
I think it's coming. They're gonna have to. I just don't know where to put them, and we're looking at $125,000 probably.
Put them in the same area. That's only a 1 day a week to get that out.
Another thing I need to ask the board about, when you go look downstairs, question that we need to probably tile or do something around the courthouse to prevent this water damage again. Is that feasible? I'm asking, I have no idea. The contractors are telling me we should tile. That Mike from Reno Dry kind of mentioned it as well as the landscaping, but that's not my field of expertise.
That's something like you call brash or floor.
Maybe.
I would say,
And then you come from the leaking roof.
Yeah, but I think it's moisture in the ground that's causing a lot of it.
I would almost say before we spend a lot of money to landscape around the building, I'd say we should tile first.
And then we talked about where does the water go in the cities? What,
Storm sewer.
storm sewer, or do we have to put like a sump pump in, or, I don't. We're working on budget, so I thought if we need to add this in our budget, then, but I mean, like I said, if we're gonna do this, we probably should tile before we landscape, and that kind of money.
Should probably reach out to a few contractors to get a couple different opinions.
Who would be good at that?
I don't know how you go about this up front though.
Yeah, there's a lot of some, I don't know how that.
Adding the building to the west.
Yeah.
I know that now's the time they want to try to address the courthouse, until that's up, and you know what the needs of both are. I think it needs to be addressed, I'm not opposed to that, but I think we'd be.
Don't they do some kind of a tile system, but then that's probably a lot of money in here, in the building itself,
On the floor.
around the.
Underwears did that.
Yeah.
Trevor did that too, he did inside the house and outside.
I don't know.
Well, some of it was the gutter issue.
Some of us have got an issue, yeah. But then someone asked, or someone mentioned, how can we build up the round side, because there's windows are ground level, so how do you build up for landscaping?
We probably have to put in the corner.
Do a short like egress window.
Yeah,
type
yeah.
Facing or whatever.
I never thought of that.
I'd reach out to some contractors.
Who would be good at that? Who can I call these?
If you call the basement repair, I don't know who's got that for.
Should ask the boss.
Especially, I could ask Steve Rocky Marco and then Kaufman and. Check that, the answers.
Should I reach out to all of them, or do I just reach out to a couple to see if it's even feasible, or what do I do? If I keep going to the local first before I call Asher, or is that what you want me to do? Okay.
My thought is just get a rough idea if you're wanting to budget something from them, but
Yeah.
hey, again, I don't think next fiscal year is going to budget for it exactly. I think you're gonna want to address it after the.
The
I don't know what
trail.
route you have to take with that being filled in over there to go wherever it goes with the water.
Yeah, because in the front, in front of those steps, I mean, we have to tear up the steps and.
But everything's all cemented out here, so I mean,
Yeah,
you
I don't know
have
if
to
it's just-
cut a section of the cement out in order to put
Create a
tile.
wetland and water.
These idols will help us.
Sure. Well, it's not fun, no.
So you don't think we have to worry about budgeting it for next fiscal year then? We should wait till Angela gets on?
Well, if you want to budget, I just get somebody over to give me a rough, and then if they don't do anything with it, if they, then remember to mention that building. If you're gonna drain that direction, but if you're not gonna drain that direction, then it probably wouldn't matter.
I don't know the storm sewers on either.
Street,
Don't recall where the intakes are on those, on them streets.
One thing leads to another. computer isn't working, recording correctly, so we need a new laptop first. They gave me a quote for a refurbished one of $1,200. I'm like, I'm wanting to know what all specs I need. If I'm gonna price a new one, if I'm gonna pay $1,200 for a used one, then it must be like a gaming computer maybe. I don't know. They haven't gotten back to me yet, so I'm getting new laptops for my elections. They're $800 a piece, and it's $12 for a refurbished one, and the other.
Probably depends on the graphics too.
Yeah, I'm assuming so. And the stuff, Reggie took a picture of it and sent them to the person that did our stuff and see if they'll stand by him or if something can be different. I don't know, they look worse than what they did before we had them refinished, but I don't know if because the whole stuff looked bad, that's why they look so bad now. I don't know.
Everybody wants.
Oh, yeah. So much fun.
Do we wanna go look at the office?
I would like to board, I have lots, everybody's giving me their opinions how to do this.
Looks like a field trip.
You know, I don't like spending money. So
I know.
I'm gonna question everything.
I know. I don't really like spending money either, but we got a mess down there and we're in it, so. They,
Who's fault is that?
who is fault is that? I'll take advantage of it. I'll take credit for it, but we can't doing what we've been doing either, so.
Hey, how are you?
you keep your cars so clean, Leroy?
Just lucky.
I thought, like, holy smokes.
Yesterday I was. And I did it in the morning before I got.
Oh, warmed up.
Yeah, went in the garage and.
Here, you stay up here and eat all the popcorn? You stay up here and eat all the popcorn? You want more coffee?
He had a donut in his pocket.
You want more coffee?
No.
Well, you just gotta keep going. What do? You can't stop.
Gotta fix it.
Like it is.
I can't stop now.
You could, but it didn't.
Everybody wants that exposed brick, we can just tear it all off and leave it.
Yeah, you just put a nice shiny shellac on the front of it.
You know, most of these people do something like uptown, I we were at the stoplight the other night, and I looked up too. They just tore everything out, and there the old,
Fighting everything with
everything.
just paint it all black?
And how many times do you look up there anyway? We decided we're just gonna clear all that old stuff off and shine the bricks up, and that's what it's gonna be.
I would love that.
See, well,
I would
everybody
love
wants
that.
that.
But they told me we couldn't do it in the clerk's office. But I thought it was so cool.
But that's not the clerk's office.
I know, but it's kind of the same issue. Yeah, I would.
Yeah, everybody takes, I was just saying, takes these old uptown and they just rip everything off the walls and leave it.
I know.
Trying to think of the name of the place we went in Worthington for pizza. They did that and they just painted the whole ceiling black and you don't notice it. And that looks kind of nice. Downtown. We're, kind of in the Carl's neighborhood.
Jason went over to the sheriff's office to see if there's a basement in there.
Oh,
Is there? I don't think so.
Well, I know don't you take some steps down to get to those
That new
jail
part,
rooms in the new part? Isn't it down a little bit? Or is I just reading that?
I don't remember seeing it.
I think they said we couldn't do that because there's no insulation. It'd be colder than heck in those rooms.
There wasn't any insulation in there, no.
No, I know, but they're going to be, will be. Yeah, that would be cool.
So then you're gonna seal it up even tighter than those windows.
Who'd have
Yeah,
thought?
they gotta be able to breathe pretty
I
soon.
know. Who'd have thought these windows would cause this much problem? Because our basement, when that rental drive people came to put in the basement of the jail, the courthouse was good. They checked it. It was good. And now all of a sudden, you got the windows and now they're not good. So something's changed.
You got rid of the giraffe.
Yeah, something's
50-year-old
changed.
windows, they're a little leaky.
All you guys just leave a window open that far.
I do sometimes.
Was it you or was it Barb that always had an electric heater?
I did, but you know, the fire marshal came and said we can't do that, so we don't do it anymore.
Afraid you're gonna burn the building down? Have they scheduled a meeting with us yet to say how high our insurance is gonna be this next go around?
No.
'Cause I thought they were supposed to do that here.
Well, he needs to talk to the board about, Nina's elected officials.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can put that.
Oh, I didn't know, it was laying.
Yeah, I did,
I got one.
I saw, okay, yep, I don't know, some county was sued because they didn't have enough bonding for the elected officials, or the new law or
Iowa
something.
code says
Yeah.
it's gotta be bonded.
Oh, jeez.
But I asked him, I said, you know, I upped it 30% and we are okay, he goes, yeah, you're fine.
Another unfunded mandate for counties. I got a call from, I'm guessing, Summit.
I did too.
I did too. Wants to meet next week.
I don't think he gave me.
You just give a date, you just
So he just said, he asked if we could meet next week, that's well, Tuesday and Thursday won't work for me.
On a one-on-one basis, or,
I don't know,
Can't haul.
no, without it being posted?
you'd have to put it on the agenda. But I did.
He didn't want, the way I understood, he didn't want something about public hearings, he can't be on an agenda yet.
They want to do one-on-one then, or two,
Yeah,
two at a time?
that's the way I understood it. Cause I said to him, our meetings are on Tuesdays, no, I'm not coming to a meeting, I can't do that yet, I got it.
What do you mean, can't do that yet?
He said something about they haven't officially or something, so then they have to have, first they have to have some kind of.
Well, they
I don't know.
announced it yesterday.
Yes, they
That
did.
they were taking it over.
So he told me they couldn't do that yet.
And I did get some calls from residents about discussing what Dickinson County was doing for ordinances for setbacks for those pipelines.
Oh. I haven't had that yet,
Have you seen the Dickinson County proposal?
no.
Do you think you could get us a copy of the Dickinson County proposal?
What are they doing?
Setbacks from CO2 lines from, I think, residences and business.
So it's a zoning issue,
I think
zoning?
it is zoning, yeah.
I checked that case, there's nothing.
Nothing out
that we
there.
can use.
Yeah.
Some old chairs and chair rail, but nothing, and it's really thick stuff, it's not anything that I'm sure I can use.
Okay.
Sure, I'll let you know.
Right, like, so Dickinson County zoning for the CO2 or something?
Yeah. That was on the radio the other day, so I got a call.
Which one was this? Sheriff's office.
I did not realize there was a full basement under that whole addition.
Really?
Oh, really?
The new one?
There's actually some full kind of right in the corner by the exercise yard.
Really?
So you could use that existing one or else under the maintenance area, I think you could create a new sump hole and,
What's in there?
but,
In the basement.
yeah.
Stuff.
Utility or mechanical, I don't know what all the rooms were
Full base
storing, but
You can carry election equipment down in the basement.
I would just basically under those exterior stairs going to the roof, right inside the wall, there's a stairway going down, and then you have that exterior. I think that would present certainly an option to send the water if we can.
Yeah.
Directly to the storm sewer.
Sure.
They're still thinking of waiting till like 25, 26 budget to do that, cause I mean, this probably won't be built until
They won't start
Spring.
till September.
the 24, probably won't be done until 25 sometime.
There's nothing in the plans for basement that we're talking, is there?
I don't remember.
That's what I noticed.
Okay, I just, somebody.
Unless you want to budget over 2 fiscal years, but I would have reservations to start in the process now, or at least the full process. You can start at now, but if you don't have the outlet, then not gain it much.
I'm just throwing this out. The new jail, if we're someday gonna do an IT person over there, an office over there.
That's what Jerry and I talked about.
Oh,
up here.
okay.
There's gotta be an open room there, I would think someplace. If there's not, in everybody's office, we can make that work.
Get the whole house.
Yeah. And are we tearing down the house or not?
Not for now, are we?
Not for now, but later are we?
I hope so.
If I put a rental drive system back down there, cause we stole from that. Thinking we were tearing it down. You know,
I have no interest in keeping it and maintaining it at county expense.
I don't either.
so, yeah. Okay.
I did have someone tell me we should consider it for a museum or a tourist attraction or something like that.
Could make a bed and breakfast out of it.
They even talked about that too. It's like,
Get locked up for the
We're
morning.
not gonna run it as a county or, conservation to do it or any of that, but if some society wanted to establish and
Sick breath on that, huh?
buy it for $1 or something and maintain it, that's a different story, but.
A couple $100,000 to tear it down would pay for a lot of miscellaneous maintenance on that thing, probably now with everybody on the board.
I strongly disagree. That basement and the moisture and.
We had that problem fixed.
Yeah, we took it out of
They
there.
took it out, I had to put it back. I just.
Yeah, there's water lines freezing and adequately.
You won't need water over at that end anymore.
Well, we're gonna do more with budgets tonight. If not, I would make a motion on the last thing on the agenda.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Sorry, you're adjourned.
Sherry, are you coming to that meeting tonight, Dan?